the journey alone. Now the adult depended on the friend to never leave his side. He was there for him during most of his life and helped him acquire a lot. He was there for him while he slept for years. And why? During one of the most important times of his life, why? One of the most important times of Amaria, did the friend leave? Because everything made him disappear. But the adult didn't know. And he searched all of Amaria frantic, and in all the shops, he looked out to the sea, he checked the sky, he dug holes, he looked under the boats. The friend was gone. Is he okay? Hope he's okay. For a moment, the adult stood frozen in thought and panic, unsure of what to do next. The clouds curtained the sky, making it dark as night, and wind picked up, tossing the sea and bringing the tides higher into the once peaceful and still Amaria. Shadows moving quickly could be seen in each shop as the merchants and their families packed their belongings in preparation to leave the area, anticipating the worst. Lightning trailed along the sea skies and thunder began to rumble. The adult knew what he had to do. His neglect of the seed created a beast that rolled and tossed the sea and soon threatened life of Amaria, threatened life of the adult, and only he had the ability to restore the order he lost. The people of Amaria didn't deserve this. Now, a surge of courage shot up from inside of him. I need to get into that sea. And the fact that he was alone did not matter. And everything formed a boat along the coast. And he knew the weather called for a different type of fish. The wind blew west as indicated by his weather vane. He was ready. The adult stabilized himself in the tossing seas by anchoring his hands on each side of the small wooden boat. One would wonder how the wild seas didn't consume the adult and his wooden coffin, but those thoughts never crossed his mind. He knew he had a mission, and the destination would be wherever the wind took him, and wherever his fishing rod drew up the great beast, as the lightning offered sharp clues before each booming thunder. Everything was pleased, if it could be. The words of the man in white echoed in his mind, and he, focused on the guidance, didn't blink a rain-filled eye as the wild waters threatened his balance, jolting his body with each crash of wave. This is mine to bear, he repeated to himself. And the wind carried them, the adult, everything, and the wooden boat far out into the black glass of an ocean. The deep groan of what sounded like a tired mastiff in tone shook the sea, and shook the boat, and calmed the storm, and everything new. Everything lowered itself into the floor of the boat. The groan was so deep that it shook every body of water. It caused towering waves to crash all the shores of sight. They threatened other continents. The huge waves crept along the shorelines of flare, only to dissipate into the wispy steam that fire and water make. The waves toppled into Hearth, uprooting vast lands of harvest, exposing the worlds beneath the great trees. And the village of Amaria, the land that shrunk as he set sail, was no longer visible. The wavy current carried the adult towards what was imminent. The storm, blotting his eyes, only further charged his determination to draw up the beast. Thunder and lightning competed with the grunts and groans that continued, and his arms remained firmly planted along the cedar, whose aroma filled his hands. Hurry up, the adult repeated over and over in his mind. He wanted the current to carry him to the destination. He envisioned the way the great confrontation would be. He envisioned the storm stilling first and the moan giving way, waves descending into the sea, stillness so sudden that he could walk across the sky's reflection. And then he envisioned his courage rising as the huge beast split the seas, rising high into the sky as the moon hides and the storm clouds return. he envisioned being met with thrashing and loud bellows. And suddenly, a light blue glow filled the fantasy and abruptly ended its production.